is Ana Contreras, and I will be teaching a content lesson over area and perimeter. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define both area and perimeter, as well as know the formula for both area and perimeter. We will go through some examples together as well as a worksheet. We will do that as a group. So you will need a calculator, formula worksheet, and a pencil. So we'll start off with some definitions and some formulas, and let's take it from there. Okay, so as we can see here, the definition for perimeter is: the perimeter is the distance around the outside or edge of a shape or area. So basically that is saying that this rectangle, we are going around it and we are going to find the perimeter that way. So we're not going to do anything on the inside of it. It's all on the outside. And here we're going to take a look at some formulas for perimeter. We have the formula for a square, which is P equals 4S. The S stands for the sides. So if this side was a 2, you would input the 2 right here for the S, and that would be 4 times 2. Or if you would like to do it this way, you can do it the P equals side plus side plus side plus side. So if this were here a 2 again, and this was a 3, you would just add, 2, 3, 2, 3, and you would get, the answer that you were needing. Or if it was a 2 and all of them were 2, then you would get the same answer right here as 4S. Now for a rectangle, it says perimeter equals 2 times the length plus the width. And we have the length here and the width here. And you will find if this L, say the L is a 6 and this W is a 2, you would then have 2 times 6 plus 2, and then you would add your 6 plus a 2, get an 8, and then that's where you would do 2 times 8 to get your answer for the perimeter of a rectangle. Or you can also do the simple way, which is just adding up all the sides. But this one right here says L plus W plus L plus W. So you can do it either way. You'll get the same response, same answer. And then for a triangle, it says perimeter equals A plus B plus C. Basically taking each side of the triangle and adding that up. That will get you the perimeter of a triangle. Now to move on to area. The area is the total surface of a shape or a space. So here we have this square. We have what looks like little squares inside of it. So when you look at the formula, it's going to make more sense. But basically you're looking at how much area is in this square, and that's what you're trying to find out. So if we look at these formulas, you will see the formula for a square. The area is going to be S2. Again, the S stands for the side. So for a square, it's going to be same sides, equal sides, right? So S, and then say this S is a 2, you'll put 2 here, and then you'll have your exponent as 2, and that should get you a 4. And then as for area of a rectangle, you have length and width, and the area of a rectangle is A equals L times W. So then here again, you're just going to replace your letters with numbers, whatever is represented here. Say this can be a 6, and this can be a 2. You will then do 6 times 2, and you will get your answer of 12, and that is how you do the area of a rectangle. And for a triangle, this is just introduction. We won't be doing a lot of that today, but the area of a triangle is A equals 1/2 base times height. Here we have the base where it says B, and here we have the height. So then again, say this is a 6 and this is a 2. We would do 6 times 2. You would get 12, and then you would divide that by 2 and you'd get 6. That's a little bit hard right now. We won't go into a lot of detail, but just to keep it fresh in the back of your mind that you can also do area and perimeter of triangles as well. So here we will start with some examples. So in this example, our sides are all 5s. 5, 5, 5, 5. So the formula for that is P equals 4 times S. So what we know is we know what S is. So we input that 5 for the S. So 4 times 5 is 20. So we can add a 20 right here. Now then, if you want to double check or if you want to do it a different way, like I said, you can add up the sides and do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And then again, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus another 5 is 20. So as you can see here, like I was saying, you will get both the same answers if all sides are equal. So then here we go. The perimeter of this square is going to be 20. Now we're going to move on to the area of the same square. It has 5s on each side, and the formula for that is area equals S2. So here again, we need to replace the S with the number that we know, which is 5, and then you can get out your calculator for this one and do 5 squared, and then it'll show you what you get. You'll get 25. And so then here we can do 25, and we know the answer is area is 25. So those were examples of the squares. Now let's go to examples of rectangles. Here our rectangle's length is 8 and its width is 2. So we are going to look for the perimeter as a P, that's what it stands for. And here's our formula. P equals 2 times length plus width. So what we do first is we replace our letters with numbers. So here we're replacing our L with 8 and our W with 2. P equals 2 times 8 plus 2. And then again, we will add 8 plus 2 and get 10. Multiply it by 2, and what do we get? 20. Or if you want to either check your answer or just you like doing it the other way by adding up all the sides, you would do 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2, and then again here you get 20. So we will put 20 right there. Okay, now for the area of a rectangle, we have our formula, A equals L times W. And then again we have an 8 and a 2. So then we just replace our letters with numbers. Area equals 8 times 2. And then you can do 8 times 2 on your calculator. And what do you get? You get 16. All right, so those are some examples of both area and formula, which are going to help us right now on our worksheet that we are about to begin. So everybody should have this worksheet, and we will go through it together. So the first question says, which of the following statements is true about area? So here we can pull out our formula sheet and look at our area. So here we have area equals S2 and area equals L times W. So here we go. We can look down here and see area equals S plus S plus S plus S. I don't see that here or there, so no. Area equals length plus width. It looks kind of like this, but this is a multiplication. So nope. Area equals length plus width times the side. I don't see that either. Here we have area equals length times width. That looks like this one right here. So we can all agree that area equals length times width. And so our answer is D.